Guys, what up? Well, Mad Viking Toy Channel, doing Hell in the Cell predictions. Almost forgot about it. I think watching Bound for Glory threw me off. Man, it just seems like every week there's a pay-per-view now. I don't know if I'm going to continue to keep covering these damn things, because, man, they are time-consuming, and right now the payoff is just not that great. But, this is the kickoff match, and I'm current with SmackDown right now, and I know these guys are like scrapped or whatever, but I'm like, so all you had to do is get in the other guy's way, and now you get a pay-per-view match. But I don't know, it seems a little weird because I read after the draft Corbin was going to be pushed to the moon, and I can't say he's been pushed to the moon. The dude makes kickoff shows, and I can't even remember the last time I've seen him wrestle. Jack Swagger, this is obviously his resurrection or whatever, and he should be getting it because, you know, he's a veteran at this point, even though he still looks like he's 25. I don't know that this will do anything for him if he wins. Chances are it's going to be a theater match to Corbin, but you never know. I don't think it'll be a feeder match or a jobber match because, like I said, this brand split is just so damn weak, and the brands don't have enough talent, period. They just don't. So I just don't see Corbin steamrolling him. It might actually be competitive. I would assume they're going to keep feuding for the next couple of months or pay-per-views. Hopefully they just don't drag it out like they did with Dolph Ziggler. That was just totally obnoxious. Corbin's such a dirtbag, how they portray him. I don't see him getting pinned cleanly by Swagger. I see him doing something to beat Swagger. And I'm sure that's exactly what he's going to do, is beat Swagger somewhere, some way, somehow, nefariously. Nefarious? I think that's it, right? Big word, kids. In other words, he'll cheat somehow, or, you know, or it'll be a disqualification. I get some rambling. It's going to just, my prediction, Corbin. Plain simple, Corbin. Second match in the card. Don't know if it's in order. Nikki Bella versus Fabulous Carmella. Carmella's getting feisty in the beatdowns of Big Boob Bella. I could see her possibly winning because it'd be shocking, and then they would continue the feud and move it along. But if they do that, I'm sure Nikki, Entitlement Twin, will, you know, win the feud. Is it going to be a match classic? I haven't seen enough of Carmella to say yes. I've never been enthralled with Nikki or her sister, even though I liked her sister. They came a long way from just doing stompings and, you know, fake pulling punches and stuff. But they're, you know, I don't know. Nikki Bella is no Trish Stratus, so we'll just say that. God. But the way this, when I think about it, though, the way this feud's been going, unless I missed something, maybe I haven't watched this week's SmackDown because I feel like I haven't watched this progress. Or the same thing with Corbin and Swagger in a while. I just know that Carmella has been jumping her or beating on her. So in, God, I think they're both baby faces, but by babyface standards, that'd mean the babyface wins at the pay-per-view. I guess Carmella's considered bad because she keeps jumping her. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. So I'll say Nikki Bella, even though I don't want her to win. Sorry. Now, for the fact that there's 2 women matches on the card is a little surprising for, you know, how small the card is. Granted, there is an extra match thrown on here if I counted right. And that's probably the Nikki Bella match. But, like I said, it's a little weird. You don't see that. That never happens. This, I think, will be a good match because I haven't seen a lot of... why am I having a brain fart? Bliss on the indies. I only saw her twice. and she was botching, but I can't say anything because all the chicks in the match were botching. But they were dealing with Nina Jax, and this chick looks like she's 5 foot. So, same thing with Soka, or whatever her name is. But she's done some pretty impressive stuff in the ring lately. And I love the new look. Oh, jeez. I swear I'm sober. Who's she copying? The Joker's girlfriend? Harley Quinn, there you go. I love the look. And I'm not into blonde girls, but I'm starting to... I don't know why, but I've had a crush on Becky Lynch for a while, and she might be getting replaced by Bliss here. Sorry, Becky. I'm a traitor. But do I see this match being good? Do I see the belt being switched after 1 month? No. It would have to take some sort of interference or something like that. It wouldn't happen cleanly. And Becky Lynch has been eating crow for the last year. I mean, the fact that they rewarded her with the title, it shows that, the WWE showed some mercy on her, because she is one of the better women wrestlers, and they were just jobbing her, and she definitely didn't deserve it, especially as the new chick. She was one of the last new girls. Then you see someone else roll out after her, and they're pushed to the moon. But no, I don't see Becky losing, but I do think this will be a really good match. This one I am looking forward to. So my pick is definitely Becky Lynch. This one I've liked where the storylines were going. I like how the Usos finally shed the island gear and the face paint. They've done that long enough. Now they're doing the, street thug hip hop thing. And they've actually changed up their repertoire in the ring a little bit, They're freshening up their act, and that's what you should do after you get stale after a while. Randy Orton... But, some wrestlers just don't do that. At least these guys are aware, and they're trying to stay relevant and, keep their spots. I'm still into the Heath Slater storyline. I think the stuff with the family and the double wide and the pool and all that stuff was hilarious. But... Granted, they haven't done anything with the family again since they've won the belts. You just see pictures of the pool and stuff like that. So it makes me think the WWE is drifting away from the storyline. I've already read that it was a given fact that the Usos are going to be the team that dethrones Rhino and Heath Slater when it happens. Is it going to happen tomorrow or this weekend? God, I don't know. It would seem kind of shitty that the first newly crowned SmackDown champions only hold the title for a month. What does that say about that tag team tournament? It was garbage then. But it wouldn't shock me. I mean, the Usos have now got this killer instinct. I think they're going to be pushing them. I think the tag team titles being given to Slater and Rhino were kind of like a reward for their work. For all the shit that Heath has been taking over the years. And for Rhino basically being, a support pin there in NXT for how long. Like I said, I don't think... Well, I know Heath won the Raw titles, but obviously I don't think Rhino ever won a WWE Tag Team title. So like I said, it's a reward. But the WWE is not going to push these guys too much because they're kind of old news. They're the jobbers. So, I don't know. I don't want to say they're going to lose in a month reign, but it's not going to shock me. I'm going to make this my wild card pick. And for some reason, it's the Usos. This match better perform. It better deliver. Because Ziggler's been known for good matches, but I don't know if it's been because of him or because of the booking. But his last few matches weren't stellar. The Dean Ambrose match was pure shit, but that was mostly Dean Ambrose controlling the ring and just beating on him. So I don't know how much of that you can, point the finger at at Ziggler. But this storyline has been really well done. Who's ever written it and done the videos, then the promos, the last 2-3 weeks of the promos alone had me hooked in. And I'm not a Miz fan per se, but I do root for him because I get his background. He was a fan. He got in on a lucky chance. He was treated like shit for years in the WWE, even though he was not, I wouldn't say instantly over, because when they brought him in, they weren't using him as a wrestler. He was just like a stupid announcer that said boo-ha and stupid stuff like that. But then when he started wrestling, doing that chick magnet gimmick, it was getting over. I mean, and it did get over. He had some really good matches back then, and he progressed, and he was rewarded with a bunch of titles, and eventually it led to the World Heavyweight title. And that's why I want to assume that this reign is going, because he's been around forever. He still looks young. He's healthy. He's never been hurt. But it's like all these guys that have been on the roster for 10 plus years, and they're not being elevated. Not even like a 1. It's the new guys that come in, and they are the chosen ones, and you put them over, and that's why talent just leaves. They get sick of it. They know their future is never going to be past, the IC or the U.S. title. But I want to believe this is going somewhere with The Miz, because this has been a good reign for him. It's lasted a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was going to last. I really thought eventually somewhere a Ryder was going to get the title back, but obviously that's never going to happen. And I want to believe this is going to push him back into the main event tier, because really, how many are in the tier on SmackDown? Cena, Orton, maybe. He might be a semi-main eventer. And AJ, that's it. Really, that's it. Someone's got to move up, and it's got to be one of these two guys. And I honestly am starting to believe that Ziggler is going to lose this Sunday, and he's going to take time off to make the WWE realize what they lost. Do I think he's going to retire and quit wrestling? No. He'll probably take some time off and party and vacation. But this guy, I can see him. He'll have his ticket written, man. He can go to Mexico. He can go to Japan. He can go to all the big indies here. Global Force, TNA. He can do the same thing Cody Rhodes is doing. New Japan, all that crap. You can still make big money, wrestle like once or twice a week, and still have a life. And I can see him doing that for 6 months, 8 months. WWE misses him, throws big money at him, offers him, promises him something. Even though he's been booked like the idiot loser this entire thing, which, like I said, babyface history knowledge would tell you he's going to win. And that's what a lot of people are believing, but I don't know, man. I just don't see it happening. I really think he's losing this Sunday. I don't know if I'm trying to think too hard on this stuff, but the WWE has really been throwing screwballs at us. Like big FUs. The stuff that you think is happening for sure, and then they don't do it, and it's that the shocked attitude, the shocked faces they go for in the crowd, that type of thing. They're eating off of our emotions. And Ziggler is the favorite here. I like I said, it's hard. This one's hard, man. But I'm going to say he loses. I do know why in a way, because he's already negotiated with them a couple years ago. He was pitched for this spot. He was supposedly promised, big push. Never came. Did he get any more titles in the last year or two? Has he held any titles? I don't remember him. I don't remember any. So he already knows he's been screwed once. So, I could see him quitting for a bit, writing his own ticket and coming back with a revenge and getting props. So I'm rambling on this one, but I'm going to say, like I said, I'm going to, another crazy pick, I'm picking The Miz. And if this one was a given, they're going to drag, like I said, most of these matches, I feel they're just going to drag them out. They're all going to be feuds, because there's just not that much talent on these rosters. One of these guys can't just beat the other guy this pay-per-view and walk away, because what are either one of them going to do next? Who are they going to fight? I would assume these are both semi-main eventers underneath Cena and AJ. So, okay, one guy comes out the victor. What do? Do they now just go and start fighting AJ? It's not even a given that they do. So, but, they're stretching these draft matches out. And for all sense and purposes, I have a feeling Randy Orton's winning. He didn't wrestle him last month because he still had a concussion from Brock Lesnar's ass beating. It was a legit concussion. but they still booked the match and played it out the way they did, and had Kane come out and beat Bray Wyatt. Kane, he's not even a full-time wrestler anymore. He's almost in retirement, and they had him beat Bray Wyatt. That's why I'm like, who did Bray Wyatt's cereal bowl did he shit in the WWE that he gets treated this way? I think they know we love the guy no matter what, and we're going to support him. But they don't want to push him. They don't have to push him because he sells, he makes the money, and we buy it. And, you know, they don't need to push the guy. They don't need to push Randy Orton anymore either. He's had his fucking run. I'm not saying he should never win a title ever again. But he could certainly be going the John Cena route and maybe win a lesser title and start putting people over. You know, but I just don't see it happening. I know that Eric Rowan is now down for another 6 or 8 months. These guys just they're not even that aerialistic in the ring. It's like, how do they keep getting hurt? One guy gets hurt, one guy gets healthy, one guy gets hurt. So I can see Eric Rowan now going out, and Luke Harper's back out on tour. Maybe he gets involved in this match. Maybe he cost Bray Wyatt the match. I don't know. But I could maybe possibly see him getting involved in the match. Maybe is it a disqualification? And then that way they have to fight again next month. But I just don't see the WWE letting Bray Wyatt beat Randy Orton. So I'm picking Randy Orton. And what would a main event pay-per-view match be without John Cena? I'm sure he's starting to get a little pissy. He's missing all that top-notch pay-per-view money. You know, he's got an awful big house and a bunch of cars I'm sure he's still paying off. I've seen that stupid show, Total Bellas, or whatever the hell it is. If John Cena really lives like that in real life and acts like that, that only makes me hate him more. He is such a douchebag. Nice house, though, but I don't know who the hell he thinks he is. Winston, Howell III from Gilligan's Island. He acts like he's a billionaire. And the way he treats people in his house is just ridiculous. I would never go over there. I don't know how he has friends. I'll just put it that way. But, like I said, they got to put Cena in a match. He hasn't been in a match in a few months, even though he shouldn't even be in it. What's he done to be in it other than be John Cena? So they make it a triple threat match. This one, if they took the belt off of AJ after what's it been? 2 months? A month? If they do that to AJ, man, that's really messed up. They gave Dean Ambrose a pretty lengthy title run, and it wasn't even the greatest. I'm not dogging on the guy. I like him. But one, he needs to beef up a little bit, and he needs to break out of his little routine of doing the same shit over and over again. He did bust out some new moves in the last pay-per-view. That's after the WWE Universe and the WWE, and John Cena did that promo calling his shit whack. You know, he did bust out a couple of different moves during the pay-per-view. But he needs to freshen up his moveset for sure and show a little bit more action. I have a feeling he just knows he's a top guy. He's made. He doesn't have to do shit anymore. I think that's his attitude. And he might feel that way because he's probably one of the only few who have really busted balls to get to where he's at. Just go look up some of his YouTube videos from like Combat Zone or, whatever. The motherfucker took an electric saw to the forehead in a match. I don't know how he doesn't have a scar, and was cutting all of his goddamn hair off, and he was cut side from almost ear to ear. I can't believe the shit that dude did in matches. Busting glass ashtrays over his head. So yeah, he's paid some dues. It certainly is freaking AJ, man. It's AJ's time. Everybody's high on him. I don't see them giving the title to Cena. And really, what's this? To throw it right back on Dean after a month or two, to make him a 2-time champion in under a year. That's the problem they ran into with Roman and Seth. That's why they're not holding a title. Because they both held the title 3 times in 1 year. That's how bad the goddamn booking is. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I'm getting worked up. I don't think anybody's going to interfere this match. I don't think anything crazy is going to go down. Let me see. What's the stipulations other than it's a triple threat? Nothing. Okay. What goes on in triple threats usually now, WWE days, two people fight, they jump the other guy, beat him up a little bit, he gets thrown out of the ring, and he lays there for 5 minutes. Those two people fight, fresh guy comes in, knocks somebody else out, he rests. These three-way matches, four-way matches, when they do them, they are not what they used to be, like when they stole them from ECW back in the day. Did I say dance or threat? Because that's what they used to be called, triple threats and four-way dances. Or three-way dances, and there you go, and four-way dances. And WWE stole them and just put their own spin on them. I don't know. Yeah, hard to say, but I'm going to stop rambling. This is 20 minutes. Sorry about that. AJ wins. If AJ loses, I don't know, man. Everybody needs to... I don't know what you can do. I guess write to WWE. If AJ loses, I don't know, man. I'm done for a while. I'll just say that. It'll be hard for me to turn on SmackDown. They've already destroyed everything I loved on it. The Wyatts. It's just, I don't know. My favorite wrestlers have been forced into retirement, or they were just never pushed. And the guys you do like don't get pushed. There's nothing exciting going on, and matches are so basic and PG now. At least AJ makes them exciting. He carried John Cena to a 3 or 4-star match. John Cena is only capable of doing like 2-star matches. Sorry, John, but it's true. You know, everybody who AJ has wrestled, he's made look good. He is the new Ric Flair. He can make a broomstick, look like $1 million. This is AJ's time. AJ wins. Sorry for the rambling. I don't know why I'm so excited. I don't even want to really watch the pay-per-view, but I'm watching it. All right, guys. Leave a comment. You got something to say, smash the like button. Subscribe. I'm always going to have more. I got some toys today. I didn't know they did another Black Star Wars or Rogue One day or whatever I did a year ago. I didn't know they did that. I walked in there and all the remnants, the leftovers, were sitting on the shelves tonight in Toys R Us, so I got some new basic Star Wars figures. And now the Toys R Us that I go to, was just littered with Rey and BB Black figures. Littered. I mean, there was probably 50 of them. And I don't know. I did buy some toys. I even got a Transformer. It wasn't worth recording. They remodeled my store again. And now I got to walk basically the end of the boys aisle to go find Transformers and WWE figures. Basically where the Ninja Turtles used to be. That's where I have to go now. It's a little weird. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I decided not to do the Bound for Glory vlog. But you never, I'm done. I can't do another one. But that's it for now. Maybe I'll do a toy review. I gotta get some of the crap out of my car here soon. Maybe I'll do that in the next few days. Catch you guys later.